this is the time that we had to decide what we were doing at this closure. So there's about 25 miles of the PCT fully closed. That's the first time we've had that. So originally we said we were going to walk through. There's 25 miles. Then we heard stories about rangers being around, and there's a $5,000 fine, which I just couldn't afford if the 1% chance that happened to us. Also, there's a reason why it's closed. They're trying to allow that part of the trail to get back from being burnt, and they don't want people walking through it, which I'm trying to be respectful of the trail that's given us so much. So the hard part about this closure is that we can't just skip the 25 miles and then go back on mile 26 or whatever and start walking again. Unfortunately, it happens at a part of trail where there's not a lot of access points. So if we were to road walk around it, I think it would be 150 extra miles. Can't do that with our schedule, especially with my knees also. 150 miles of road walking, absolutely not. So most people are hitching further down the trail where there is an access point. Then the debate is, do you walk back from the access point to where the trail closure ends and then walk back up and do those miles double? Well, unfortunately, it's a lot of miles, and we don't have time to do, 60, 70 extra miles, whatever it was, to just connect our footprints. Like, we don't have time for that. So we made the decision to skip ahead and not go back and connect our footprints like a lot of hikers are doing this year, just because it's too complicated. If you want to think that isn't a through hike, go ahead. I mean, unless you're here doing it, I don't think you can really judge, but that's what we chose to do. Also, because of this year's COVID situation, we're already going to be doing at least 30 extra miles at the end. So with Gab's sister's wedding, we just didn't have time to do like 70 extra miles and then 30 extra miles. That's like another, few days of hiking in the snow. So we wouldn't make it back to Toronto before our plane leaves to go to his sister's wedding. So we had to make an executive call. Now, next year, we're planning to come back and do Trail Magic, and we're going to do the closure section if it's open, and hopefully any miles where we didn't connect our footprints. I just realized that most of you probably don't know what I'm talking about with the extra 30 miles, so I'll clear that up. Because of COVID, I'm super ashamed and annoyed at my country. Basically, usually what happens is you get to the monument, which is the border of Canada and Washington, and you can hike into Manning Park, or the trail goes into Manning Park, where you can eventually cross the border. You get a special permit for the PCT, and you can cross into Canada. Right now, Canada has said they don't want anyone crossing at this point. Even Canadians, even I'm not allowed to go into Canada from here. I didn't even think that was legal for Canadians to tell me I wasn't able to enter my own country, but it's because I need to also prove that I left the United States, or else I could be in big trouble. But so right now we have to go to the monument, and then we have to turn our asses around and walk 30 miles in the snow back to Harts Pass Road, and then from there maybe walk another 20 miles. If no one's waiting to pick us up, we have to walk another bunch of miles to the next easiest road. All of these are apparently snow covered right now, to Hitch. So we have to do, and we're gonna finish, we're gonna be so excited, and then it's like, well, you have to do a day back. So that's super annoying, and that's extra miles off of the PCT. So already with that setback, we couldn't afford to do the double closure of walk like 60 miles to where the closure ends and then 60 back. So we figured we got a little bit of a pass because we have an irregular year where we can't walk our asses into Canada. So it's annoying. But yeah, we're still trying to figure out exactly what we're gonna do. I'm like, let's hire like a skidoo company and have someone come on skidoos and pick us up at the monument, but trail is here. Don't know if that's gonna happen. Just an update, Gab said trail over here and it made me look like an idiot on the video, but he was wrong. I was right, the trail was where I was walking. Another update, no, I was wrong, or I was wrong and bugging. Gab was right, as always. Crossing for the first time in a long time. We had to do some engineering, but beautiful, beautiful piece of trail today. Oh God, we just walked through like a really rocky stream and rocky path, and somehow the PCT I've avoided, I've fell so many times, but I've always avoided to not fall on a rock because I hate falling on rock and I fall a lot. I've always fallen on dirt or mud. I've slipped on mud, slipped in the snow a jillion times, but I just did a face plant into rock, hit my jaw, hit my ribs, got the wind knocked out of me. It was fucked. My mouth is bleeding a little bit, but other than that, okay. But it was worth it because the campsite's really nice. But going downhill on the rocky slope was not for me. Took the alternate this morning to come past the falls. It's so beautiful. It looks like an Herbal Essences commercial. I could just picture trying to wash my hair under that. We're in the splash zone here. Tonight, cow shocker for dinner, it is ramen. But I put double the dose of peanut butter because I have extra tonight. Hi guys. This morning we are taking the alternate route into Cascade Locks. There's an alternate here where you get to walk behind a waterfall. So we're taking it, it's basically the same length as PCT. We want to walk behind the waterfall before we get into Cascade Locks and cross over to Washington. Super exciting. There's so many waterfalls here. We're walking along Eagle Creek and it is just really, really nice, stunning, beautiful landscapes. Awesome. Okay guys, I'm gonna give you POV of going behind this waterfall. It's a pretty crazy one. Let's hope I don't slip and fall. Risk my life for you guys. Dark in here. Ooh. Spooky. Green and lush coming out the other side. What are these two hens clucking about?
looking at something. Either they have signal or they're reading something on far out. Let's find out. What are you guys doing? There's signal?
No.
What are you reading?
Nothing. I'm sending photos.
Made it to the trailhead near Cascade Locks. I'm going to walk into the town and get some food and stuff before we cross the Bridge of the Gods into Washington. Made it to the Bridge of the Gods. Ooh, local cherries. I'm definitely gonna get some. This restaurant has a pretty cool view of the Bridge of the Gods. This is our arriving in Washington meal. I like this street name, Wanapa Street. Wanapa. Very cool monument in Cascade Locks, marking this milestone. 2,155 miles and 495 left to Canada. Woo, Cascade Locks. So for all you wild nerds, this is the place that she ended her hike up this drive-in, I'm pretty sure here. I actually didn't read wild till I got to trail, but it was cool getting to follow along with her journey and see all the spots she talked about. Are we ready to cross into Washington? Yeah? Cross? No, they're not very enthusiastic response.
Hello.
When you walk on the left side, facing traffic, stay against the rail.
Okay.
Just don't get hurt.
Thank you. Bye. Oh, walking down the Bridge of the Gods into Washington. Whew. Very, very exciting. Here's the Columbia River, and this is the border. Now we are officially entering Washington after the sign. Super exciting. Super exciting. The cars were hating us because we did a Woo!
Woo! Woo!
Careful. Woo! She's happy. Welcome to Washington. We made it. Woo! Our first few minutes in Washington. Okay guys, it's our first night in Washington. It was a really nice day today. We spent the day in Cascade Locks and then walked over the bridge late tonight, and now we are in our tent for the first time in Washington. Gonna go for a little swim at this peaceful place. This is our campsite tonight. By the creek, by the road. It was 25 miles, but it was a tough 25 miles. We were going up most of the day, and there's lots of blowdowns, but it's okay. We didn't arrive to camp till 8:30 because we took a long lunch, long coffee break. Just was not motivated today. Glad we made it. Now only 52 miles or something to Trout Lake.
We took it slow. Yeah, no, it was.
Blue Lake, and it lives up to the name. It looks very blue. Stopped to have dinner at Blue Lake because it's really pretty. It's a gorgeous lake. Can't really see it right now because I'm against the sun, but it's this really blue, pretty lake. Sit in the sun, the wind is keeping the mosquitoes away, so we decided to have dinner. It's a town day, so we're always low on food, so all I had left was cheese, no veggie meat, so I made a dessert tortilla, peanut butter, cracked pecans, caramel, M&Ms, and bits of Snickers.
Right on time.
Right on time to go get root beer. That's all I was dreaming of in the heat, was a nice freaking root beer.
Camping behind the church.
Trout Lake is so organized. They have like a QR code with all of their trail angels. One's for lodging, one's for transportation. This is by far the most organized trail town. So we arrived in Trout Lake. Very cute town. Like I said, the most organized on trail. Doug gave us a ride and he was so sweet and he told us all this info. He dropped us off at the store. They do have one inn, but it was full because there's a blues festival going on this weekend. We always seem to be hitting towns on the weekend. So we're not gonna get a bed tonight, sadly. Hopefully, it's been a long time without a bed. Hopefully one in Whitepass. And we're gonna stay at the campground again. So this is the campground for tonight. Even on our day off, we got the mosquitoes. But we'll deal with it. So Doug told us that they had a creamery in town that stores all their product in the lava landscape, which I guess gives it a special flavor. Posh apero.
Used to spend my nights out in the ballroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back, being too far gone.
So, getting back on trail from Trout Lake. Had a nice little stopover there. Not for very long, it was more of a Nero. We arrived at like 4 yesterday and left. It's about 12:30 today, so not a full 24 hours, but close. and back on trail, trying to make it as far as we can tonight, maybe 10-15 miles depending on the snow condition, because there is going to be snow higher up. We've heard reports from yesterday and the day before, so, and we're going to base where we get to. If we find a campsite without much snow, we might take it, because it looks like we're going up today for 8 miles incline, and there might not be a ton of sites that are snow-free for 2 tents. So that's the plan today, and hopefully in 3 days or so we're going to be at Cracker Barrel post office, I guess, Snowy Pass, or I don't even know. I've lost all the names in Washington. None of them stand out to me. Tonight, we're back in the Sierras. It's really cold. Well, I'm frozen. I'm wearing 2 pants, 2 long sleeves, socks, my puffy, my hat. But no mosquitoes. Hey y'all, it's our second day, or it's our first full day. We did about 12 miles last night between Trout Lake and Cracker Barrel, I don't know, Snowy something. I know the post office is called Cracker Barrel. I can usually say that word, I promise. July 18th, lots of snow still. Last night was the coldest night we've had since the Sierras. I couldn't get out of bed today because I was just so friggin' cold. It got down to like 4 degrees last night, and I've sent all my warm clothes off to light in my pack. I was really missing my fleece and my second pair of long johns and my big comfy socks, but I just got into the sleeping bag and went completely in and just sat until I fell asleep watching downloaded episodes of Schitt's Creek to joy me up. Hopefully not so much snow for much longer this morning. We're going down in elevation quite a bit. And then maybe in 18 miles, we have snow for a few miles again when we go back up. But overall, snow is melting fast, not so bad. So that's good. Our group's just trying to figure out what the F to do at the border. So if any of y'all watching live near Harts Pass and want to come help us when we get to the border, holla at your girl. Cold, spooky vibes this morning. It's a cold night, it's a cold morning. It's a little bit of wind. Yeah, it doesn't feel like July 18th today, but hopefully these clouds are gonna burn off and there's gonna be some sun, because my legs are getting cold and my nose is beginning to get back to Sierra style, where I need a dabbler. Dab leaves little lines with his pole to show me the direction to go when there's a choice, to make sure I don't make the wrong one. And now him and Paul are saying coffee 1 mile to indicate we're having a coffee break in 1 mile. That's pretty cute. Good job, boys. Coffee time. I have arrived at my final destination. Coffee point. Coffee break point. Cute message, boys. Lunchtime. On the road, because we figured it might be better for mosquitoes, even though there's still a bunch of mosquitoes. What's for lunch? I'm doing half a pound of veggie ground round. It's sitting right now for 10 minutes with this red lentil butternut squash coconut dal that I got in my resupply bag. That's pretty heavy. Got a lot of good things in the resupply bag. Gab's having tuna and he forgot his cheese.
And tuna.
Tuna and tuna. And Paul's having
Salami, guacamole, lavash curry.
For all of those who don't speak French, laughing cow. The cow who laughs. Today was mosquito hell. A couple told us the morning was okay, but then we ran into an older couple and they said like, oh, the mosquitoes are really bad in this section. And it was back to like our worst day in Oregon. Like it couldn't move fast enough. We had DEET all over, but they were still biting. They were biting through my clothes. I'll try and give you a close-up of how many mosquitoes there are at some point outside. We had to just stop early because I couldn't keep walking in mosquitoes. I've never been so close to crying because of mosquitoes. But we made it 25 miles. I'm about 27 to go to the 30, sorry, to go to the town. So hopefully gonna wake up tomorrow early and do them miles.
Hi guys, good morning. July 19th today. Slept at Wallop, oh god my hair, Wallop Lake Junction last night. Check out the view beside me. So walking uphill right now, listening to Grimes, Avi, best uphill music. And we're gonna go for our first pass in a long time. Cypress Pass or Cypress Pass. I don't really know how to explain it. A lot of comments about the conditions, snow, what it's like. So I'm gonna film and hopefully post to those of you behind me. It may or may not be helpful. Whew.
Wow.
So this is mile 2271.8. You can see that it looks like it's changing from clear pass to continuous snow on this side. So I'll try and document what the final part of the ascent is like. Oh, there's two guys in the distance. That's a cool shot. You guys look pretty badass. Back in the mountains in the snow. Hilarious. So funny. So where is up there? Little past there.
Yeah, the snow arc.
This is cool.
And you know what's on top of there?
0.3 from the top of the pass. Snow in pretty good condition. Beautiful sunny day. We're hitting this around 9:30. Awesome. Made it to the top of the pass. 9:55 a.m. Snow is pretty good. Slushy enough to really kind of dig in. I don't know if spikes would have helped. I do have my spikes, but it was kind of slushy, so I didn't see a need. It was hot, very sun exposed, so put your glasses, put your hats, put your sunscreen, folks. Basically one giant reflector bouncing light into your eyes. Woo! Nice to do a pass again.
Et voilà, un nouveau pass. Ça faisait longtemps. Miles ahead.
Coffee break on top of the pass.
About 2 miles from the top of Old Snowy. Still lots of snow, as you can see, but easy to make marks and wade your way through.
This is one of the weirder things I've had. Peanut butter, pecans, strawberries, and Reese's Hiker hunger is real. Lunch with a view though. So we are deciding to take the normal PCT for Old Snowy. Beautiful, beautiful views. Let's see how we do. Here the boys are at Old Snowy to give you some perspective. Nothing we haven't dealt with before.
Stop braking!
Hi guys. Again last night we stopped early because of the mosquitoes. I look so scary. I look like that angel statue. A crying angel. But we stopped at about 6:30 because the mosquitoes were just too much. We couldn't handle them anymore. We were all tired. We didn't have that many miles left till Whitepass. The shop closed at 6, so we weren't gonna make it. So we just thought it doesn't matter if we make it tonight or tomorrow morning. So we're heading into town today to the Cracker Barrel, and hopefully they have some good stuff, and hopefully we can sleep in a bed. We shall see. But the mosquitoes, I hate to be predictable, but they're annoying. Stopped at the Whitepass store, picked up our packages, got some drinks and goodies, but there's construction going on, so we're not going to camp there. The lodging is closed, so we're going to try and hitch in to Packwood. Woo! It's very hot, standing outside for a hitch, but hopefully someone will come and get us.
Mississippi Delta was shining like a national guitar. I am following the river down the highway through the cradle of the Civil War.